Daddy.
Daddy.
Oh, you fucking with your man's girl, fucking with your girl's man.
Baby mama, baby daddy doing whole ass shit. I don't understand.
So you think we party with?
You can violate and respect the gang.
Man, I tell ya, you know you're wrong.
Has it ever crossed your mind?
That when you cross certain lines, you can't rewind. Tell me why you gotta hook up with the one who's night and day with a bloodline. You introduce them to your family and friends. Little do you know they playing water and shit. Chillin' in the cut, can't wait to get in. Too close to home. You know you're too damn close. Too close to home. Hard to trust my own seasons, bro.
What up, y'all? This your boy JB, aka Spoken, and I am here on behalf of everybody, Spoke Gang in the motherfucking building. This is the show, the podcast, the radio show called Unspoken Truth, and today's episode is episode 79, and it's called Pick a Side and Stay There. Alright? Pick a side and stay there. Now, if y'all didn't know, this show is brought to you by faith, consistency, and hard work. If you don't know what FCHW is, you are mighty late. You need to go back and check up on everything and see what FCHW is all about. FCHW is not a movement. I said it's not a movement. It's a lifestyle, all right? FCHW is a lifestyle, not no movement. A movement is temporary. A lifestyle is forever, all right? Y'all got that? Y'all got that? Also, too, man, if y'all hear me snorting and stuff in the microphone, I'm trying not to. I'm a little under the weather, so y'all go ahead and help me get through this little crazy time, this crazy little bug that I don't caught. So right now, I just want to shout out to all the Spoke Gang. Shout out to Spoke Gang Rachel, Spoke Gang Likely Phenomenon, Spoke Gang Miss Lena, Spoke Gang Trey Flocka. We got some more Spoke Gangs up in here that I can't find right now, but all the potential Spoke Gangs out there that's listening right now, even Spoke Gang Lexi. Yeah, we got Spoke Gang Lexi in the building. So if y'all didn't know, Spoke Gang is literally off of Spoke Gang King Dolo. All right, Spoke Gang came from SpokenReasonsTV.com. All right. Now, if y'all guys and you people and you women and ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, if y'all didn't know about SpokenReasonsTV.com, I have my own subscription website, and it's $7.99 a month, where I'm basically giving everybody all exclusivity when it comes to my content. And when it just comes to everything that I got to offer. If y'all didn't know, I stopped putting up full videos on YouTube and all third-party platforms because they don't do right by the creators. Y'all gotta check the last podcast show called What is Spoke Gang. So if y'all want to know what comes with the monthly giveaways for SpokenReasonsTV.com, it could be skits, it could be rants, it could be spoken word, it could be films, it could be short film, it could be exclusive podcast episodes, it could be merch popping up to your crib randomly, it could be lecture/advice. Shout out to everybody who I hollered at on FaceTime or Skype or even a phone call or even just messaging. If y'all didn't know, I do advice and lectures on SpokenReasonsTV.com. I know, I do that as well. Also, too, you become a moderator on YouTube. You get business shout outs. I'll put you at the end of my videos, or I'll shout you out on a radio show. And also, too, on Unspoken Truth, you're one of the first ones to call in. Now, let me go ahead and take a little snort real quick. Woo! I had to hurry up and get that one out. Thank God. Now, if y'all didn't know by now, like I said, it's $7.99 a month. I appreciate everybody for signing up, all the Spoke Gang members out there. Also, too, man, shout out to Akron, Ohio. All right, the University of Akron. The University of Akron showed a lot of love. If y'all didn't know, I was out there doing a spoken word event. I was hosting the show. It turned out real good, turned out real lovely. So, we got some things popping off, man. We got some things popping off. If y'all didn't see my video from last week, it's on SpokenReasonsTV.com. If y'all didn't check the video before that, it's on SpokenReasonsTV.com. Everything is on SpokenReasonsTV.com. Now, let's go ahead and get into it, all right? Let's go ahead and get into it. What's today's episode? Today's episode is called Pick a Side and Stay There. Lately I've been seeing a lot of stuff pop up across my timeline, and a lot of people been sending me stuff when it comes to this big thing about the Hispanic community. The Hispanic community and the black community kind of been having like this little back and forth game that they've been doing, as far as trying to set in stone what exactly are the rules when it comes to walking this soil that we walk, especially in America. And I've been seeing a lot of stuff online. I've been seeing stuff as far as this lady who's an actress. Her name is Gina Rodriguez. She was apparently caught up for saying the N-word in a rap when she was rapping the Fugees. And also too, earlier this year, I saw her on an interview. I think she did it last year. She was on an interview with two white actresses and Gabrielle Union, and they were talking about diversity as far as being a woman of color in the acting world of Hollywood. And her card got pulled a couple of times just for her using the N-word. And I know a lot of people, especially Hispanics, this is something that we always go back and forth with as far as black people and the Hispanic community. And that thing is always the N-word. And not even necessarily just the N-word. Just the whole thing of, are you black? And the reason why I say that, and the reason why we say that, is because we're finally hitting a mark, and we're finally hitting a certain type of point in this wokeness era that we're living in, where the Hispanic community is starting to wake up and realize that publicly you can't come out here and say the N-word the way you used to say it. You can't come out here and say nigga without getting your card pulled. And rightfully so, you should. Now, there's a lot of people that would say, and I touched on this topic about 2 years ago. I forgot what it was called, but I did touch on this topic, so I'm gonna go ahead and touch on it again. This episode is called "Pick a Side and Stay There," and the reason why I chose this title is because there are a lot of people, especially in the Hispanic community, that don't really know who they are. All right, now it's already bad enough that black people don't know who the hell they are like that already. We've been trying to figure out who the hell we are for the past 500 years, especially the one that's the descendant of slaves from America. All right, so I can just imagine when you're another type of group, you see yourself a certain type of way. And I'm gonna take it far as foreign black people. Foreign black people can be some of the most coonish black people when it comes to black reciprocity in America. And the only reason because of that is because they're willing to do anything they can, and they'll do just about whatever to get that green card and come to America and live a better living. And a lot of them, they walk around with their nose tooted in the air, and this ain't taking no shots at none of my foreigners or nothing like that. That's just what it is. There are Africans that don't even fuck with African Americans. There are thoroughbred Jamaicans and Haitians out there, and all kinds of other groups of black people outside of American black people that will come over here and just make it seem like, hey man, we're better than y'all. I don't know what kind of black people y'all are, but I know who I am. I think I'm better than you. I come from the kings and the queens of this family, of this royalty and stuff like that, and that's all cool, fine and dandy. But just as difficult as it is for black people to find out who they are all this time, and now you have Hispanics out here who's been walking around saying nigga this, nigga that forever. It's always that same argument with Hispanics when they always say, well, I can say nigga because we're just like y'all too. And that's where a lot of people go wrong. And that's where you are wrong. Just because you're Hispanic, that does not mean that is a race. One thing a lot of people get misconstrued is that Hispanic and Spanish. Hispanic is a language, all right? Hispanic, that's an ethnicity, all right? That's an ethnicity. And a lot of people, they're getting their ethnicities and they're getting their nationalities misconstrued with race, All right, when you're in a race, it's only a select few. All right, shit, the race is really white and black in the system of racism. In the system of white supremacy, they strictly made it white and black. Now, of course, you will see Asians on there and stuff like that. But for the most part, a race is strictly black and white. That's really what that is. And there are Africans out there that are white. I remember when I was 12 years old, I had a white teacher, and he told everybody in the classroom to try to predict what he is. And everybody thought that he was British, and people saying, oh, he's American, or this guy, he's from Australia. And this man said, I am African. And we looked at him and we were like, man, you African? What you mean you African? That was the first day I discovered that, look, you can be from somewhere and still be that race. All right. There are white Hispanics. There are black Hispanics. There are white Mexican. All right. Now Hispanics, now Mexican, Mexicano, whatever you want to call it. That ain't nothing but the nationality behind it. All right. Mexico. All right. That's the country. But, you know, Mexican, there are white Mexicans and black Mexican. There are white Asians and there are black Asians. There are, hell, if you really want to go there, there are white black people and there are black people. Okay? So everybody's pretty much aware that their culture and that they all come from a black and an African background. Everybody understands that shit, especially in 2019. All right? But the thing is that colorism and people have been whitewashed for so damn long to try to fit into modern day society of what's going on, that they don't understand the illness and the sickness that they possess, that's been going bad, and that's been a detriment to the whole entire world, and yet their own race and their own community for God knows how long. And that's where a lot of people are having the problem at. You know, we're not saying that you just can't say nigga. We're saying is, look, man, you can say nigga as long as you understand who the hell you are. Black people have an issue with people inheriting the word nigga, knowing that they know exactly where it comes from, where it's been stemming from all these years, the amount of blood, tears and pain and backlash that we receive behind that word. And for you to try to use it in a type of context as if your people, your specific people, went through exactly what the American descendants of slaves went through, that's just some utter bullshit. All in the name of that you just want to use the word nigga. No, that's not it. And that's why a lot of people getting their cards pulled now, because we are in a card pulling era. So now what's about to start happening, you're about to start seeing a lot of Hispanics walking around saying, look bro, to try to stop all this bullshit, just to let y'all know I am black. And there's this thing where people will always say people of color, or they will say the minorities. That's kind of dangerous to kind of say in this day and age, especially in the system of white supremacy, because using terms like minority, there are white minorities such as white women out here getting privileges. Minorities just simply means that there's a small number in a small group, and basically a minority simply means loser in a grand scheme of things. So you can't use minorities, because black people, we can't get all the privileges and all the things that's owed to us, just specifically to us, because when you use us in a minority standpoint, it basically benefits everyone else that does not look like us. So what do? We say, well, what about people of color? Well, there are people of color that consider themselves white, so they can't specifically benefit from what we're trying to benefit from. That shit is off limits as well. So then, you know, it's not everybody's job who doesn't look like your black ass to try to keep up with the codes of what's going on, because black people don't even understand their own codes. So what do Hispanic people do? Hispanic people say, well, you know what, man, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna say nigga this, nigga that anyway, because it's already in the lyrics and I'm already in the hood and we say that over here. It is what it is. Well, here's where you about to cause a lot of problems for yourself. You see, the times that we live in now, people are outraged about the smallest damn thing. And when they are outraged about the smallest damn thing, what does that do? It causes a bunch of unnecessary chaos that people ain't really ready for. It causes a whole bunch of pressure that people just really ain't ready for. And I don't think that you're ready to take on the pressure of Black Twitter or Black outraged internet. You're just not ready for that. All right. So you either want to get with the program, or you just shut the hell up. Just shut the hell up. And now I think that the Hispanic community is now starting to realize, especially socially in the entertainment realm, especially socially as a public figure realm, you can't just be out here using the term nigga the way you want to use it. It just ain't finna go down. And that's where old girl went wrong. The actress Gina Rodriguez. I seen a video or interview when she was on an interview with Yara Shahidi. I hope I'm saying her name right. Yara Shahidi. And shout out to Blogzilla. Blogzilla was pretty much asking he was pretty much looking at Yara saying something up the lane of yeah, you represent on behalf of Black women and stuff like that. And then Gina interrupted out of nowhere and said, oh well, let's just say all women. And he checked on that. He was like, yeah, I get that it's all women, but you know, Black women mean more. You know, I'm identifying to my sister. This ain't got nothing to do with you. All right. And she was quiet about the entire thing, and that was suspect as well. You know, for someone who came out rapping saying the word nigga, and you're gonna apologize for it, and you know, go on the Sway in the Morning show and try to squeeze out these tears, and then all of a sudden you're on an interview and you're interrupting a Black woman's moment of appreciation amongst her own group, then that's a problem. You know, you can sit here and say, well, I'm not racist, I never felt like I'm racist or anything. Yeah, but the things that you're doing is none of your business. All right, it ain't got nothing to do with you. You see, everybody seem to act like that they don't want nothing to do with Black women or Black men, especially Black women. They act like they the ugliest things in the world. They act like their hair stink. They act like they got their lips too big. But yet alone, you got all these chicks out here that ain't Black. They going around getting their lips pumped up. They getting their nose pumped up as well, trying to get big ass butts and stuff like that. But then you don't want to give Tasha the motherfucking credit that she deserves. But then you want to interrupt her only moment that she had for being a Black woman, but you don't want to be Black. And then old girl, what she did was she went around, the girl Gina Rodriguez, she went around telling everybody, oh well, my dad's, he's Afro Latino and stuff like that. He's a dark Afro Latino man. I went and pulled up some pictures of her daddy. Her daddy was not dark at all. This nigga looked like a goddamn white Puerto Rican. All right, and that goes to show this goes for me. This is going to get me on Fat Joe as well. I heard what Fat Joe had to say. I know this has been floating around for the past week or so. Fat Joe is basically saying that all Hispanics are basically Black. And deep down inside, that's what it is. But like I said, man, it's all about what you identify yourself as. Look, Stacey Dash, everybody know how coonish she is. She took her ass on Trump Front Street a couple of years ago, basically saying, I'm off of Trump. I'm a Republican. I don't give a damn. It is what it is. Did y'all know that Stacey Dash got arrested and her race was marked as white? Now, if Stacey Dash can get her shit marked as white, what in the hell you think these Hispanics marking themselves as? These Hispanics be marking themselves as white when they get their asses over here on that goddamn paper. Alright, they not marking themselves as proud Blacks. And this is why I'm going, this is why I'm going back to the foreign, you know, the foreignness the foreignness of things, is because there are a lot of foreigners that come over here that try to adapt and try to fit into American society. And American society, for the most part, is ran by white supremacy, and it ain't nothing but a whitewashed ass society, which means that you want to be white. When you're Hispanic, you're not coming over here to look to be Black. That's just what it is. Some of y'all already identify and just say, look man, I'm Black across the board. It is what it is, even though I have Hispanic heritage in my blood or descent, whatever you want to say. But at the same time, that's just not the case for it. And this is why when people try to bring up the whole people of color stuff, the people of color stuff can get real. It can get real stiffy. And the reason why I say that is because here's a group that would talk shit about your ass, your black ass, when y'all not around each other. They don't own you, they don't claim you, and this is how you know they don't claim you. They don't even claim they own black people within their own culture, within their own ethnicity. You know what I'm saying? Within their own ethnic group. So there are black Hispanics out here that are disowned by the white Hispanics, all because they too goddamn black. All right. If you look in Brazil, there are Brazilian black people on the hunt getting killed, all because they are too fucking black. They probably getting killed by their own brothers and sisters, God knows who. But look, they are still the same people. They just black. So if they ain't taking care of their own Hispanic black people, or their own black Asians or whatever, what makes you think that they gonna identify to your American black ass? They ain't. They just ain't. That just ain't what it is. They came over here to try to fit into modern day white society so they can pick up all the benefits. If you look at George Zimmerman was a white Mexican. And the reason why I say that is because he had white man privileges. He didn't go down like a black Mexican. He didn't go down like a black Hispanic. George Zimmerman, if I'm not mistaken, his dad is a whole judge out here. He got white Hispanic privileges. And this is why a lot of Hispanics are looking real crazy right now, because they voted for Trump, but they didn't understand that they were going to get caught in the crossfire, because they thought that nigga was fucking around when he said we need to build that goddamn wall. And now all of a sudden it's black people, come help us, please come over and help us. Hell no. This is why my dog Tariq Nasheed came up with this term, and he said, hold your own nuts. And we hate to say it that way, but for the past 500 years of black people doing their thing, we couldn't get help from no other group besides y'all trying to come into our culture, say nigga, and eat some motherfucking fried chicken, and try to party with us with a 40 ounce whenever y'all think that shit cool, and go home and try to be the people who you really are. Okay? So, I'm just saying, if you gonna be who you gonna be, just stay on that side and just stay over there, bruh. Pick a side and stay there. You can't sit here and be like, man, you know, well, I'm really black, you know, because I'm woke now. I understand my heritage. No, bruh, it don't work like that, bruh. You need to understand who you are and what you identify as. You may know who you are, but nigga, do you identify with that when shit get too rough? Do you identify with that when the water gets too hot? That's what we want to know. Because when shit start getting too hot and it's time for cars to get pulled and it's time for everybody to evacuate, it seems to me that everybody in their own little groups choose their own way of moving and conducting things. That's what it seems like to me. And it's been going on for a long time. So this is why you cannot merge people of color in the same context, in the same term as black people, American descendants of slaves. You just can't. You just can't, because at the end of the day, when they get home, they can say they black all they want to in front of your face. When they get home, they asses are who they want to be and who they thought they were from the very beginning. So that's just like black people. Just because everybody, you know, just because people are black, that don't mean that they are for black reciprocity. They ain't nothing but a white person in black skin. Okay, it's a lot of black people walking around that are white people in black skin. So you cannot expect for these Hispanic groups or anybody who's saying nigga talking about, well, I really know my roots and I'm black too. Hell nah, nigga, you have to show me. You gonna have to show me. You nigga, we need more than just paperwork, bruh. You gonna have to show me. Well, you know, and that's the time that we're walking in, man, where a lot of Hispanics and a lot of people from these different ethnic groups, they're going to be saying, look, man, I'm really black because I really know who I am on the rooter side of things. I really know I done discovered who I am. But when you get home around your white family members and white peers within your group, then a whole nother side come out. a whole nother side come out. So this is why you can't trust them. You can't trust them. You can't even hardly trust the people in your own group. So you got to watch who you let up in your circle. Always be around people who are like-minded individuals. All right? Always be around people who are like-minded individuals. If you can't be around nobody who's like-minded, then they ain't got shit to do with your mission, and you need to get rid of their ass, all right? You can find some allies that can be like-minded with you in certain situations, in certain cases. All right? So, that's all I'm saying, man, about this whole entire thing. All right? If you're going to pick a side and stay there. All right? Because when it's time for black people, when they getting shot with their hands down, or they not armed or whatever, getting shot through their windows, getting their doors and shit kicked down, no other group ever come out and defend us. They just don't. They sit back quiet as hell. Oh, Trayvon, who? I done never heard of a Trayvon home. Oh, Emmett Till. Oh, no, I don't know shit about no Emmett Till home. Oh, Kendrick Johnson. Oh, no, I don't know shit about no Kendrick Johnson. Oh, but I want to say nigga because we family. Oh, we can say nigga. Oh, why can I say nigga? I'm from the Bronx. Oh, no, you can't say fuck. You can't fucking say nigga, bro. You just can't. So be prepared for a whole bunch of Hispanic and a bunch of people from different ethnic groups. They're gonna be saying that they are black all the way down to their roots, but they just want to say nigga just because they want to say nigga. So when that kettle get too motherfucking hot, when it get too hot, get ready to pull that card, and if they start acting funny style, eject their ass. But look at all of them like they suspect. All right. Look at every single last one of them like they suspect. Don't put nothing past nobody, not even the black people who wear black skin. Okay? Not even the black people who wear black skin. Because as we know, niggas will set you up more than your own goddamn, more than people outside your own damn race. So that's just what it is, man. So, man, pick a side and stay there, man. And LeBron James, I think LeBron James got into it too. There's people in China. If y'all didn't know, China is a communist type of government, and they want their democracy. All right, they want their democracy. They sitting around tired of being bullied into things they really don't want to do. They want to be able to have freedom of speech and stuff like that, and they've been fighting over there and going crazy, doing their thing for like the past few months. That's what I've been seeing. And I've been seeing police getting beat up. I've been seeing civilians getting shot, all kind of stuff, man. And LeBron James, if y'all didn't know, a GM of the Houston Rockets kind of came out and spoke against the government of China. And when he did that, they asked LeBron James, how did he feel about the GM's comments towards the government of China. And that was when LeBron was on the way, and the whole team was on the way to go play the Nets, and they were going to meet each other, go play in China. And LeBron pretty much said, well, he's not really educated. I think he needs to take a look at what he really saying. And that's about it. He need to start reading up on stuff because he uneducated. But not understanding that he was uneducated about what he was speaking up against. You're speaking up against a man who's against a government who oppresses the people. All right? Who oppresses the people. And you out here trying to big up yourself like you Martin Luther King. Like you already LeBron James. And this is what I don't be liking. I don't like when they try to play fake woke. Like all these niggas that's just stepping up to the plate because it's popular right now to be an activist. It's popular right now to try to speak up on social injustice and all that. But when their cards get pulled and they start looking stupid, then they want to get out the goddamn water because it's too damn hot. And that's what LeBron James did. He got his card pulled. He got his card pulled trying to call somebody else ignorant and uneducated with a situation, not knowing that you're going against the people, bro. So we know that's where you get your dollars from. But bro, don't be no hypocrite. You're already LeBron James out here. How much more credit do you want, nigga? All right? How much more credit do you want? Like, I have no problem with people stepping up on behalf of black people and injustice and stuff like that. But I raised my eyebrow when I started to see too many public figures doing it. Because too many public figures out here got way too much to lose to be sitting out here trying to run their mouth on behalf of black people and black problems, knowing that damn well they'll fold at the end of the day. Like when these black public figures came out here talking about, oh, well, we're going to boycott Gucci, we're going to boycott Starbucks and Louis Vuitton and all that stuff. Man, these niggas be in that bitch the next motherfucking week. They only say that shit just for the time being. And then all of a sudden, they go right back to living their normal lives. All right? They go right back to living their normal lives. So that's just what it is. That's just what it is. So, man, y'all gotta stop putting too much emphasis on these people who are public figures just because they open up their mouths and just because they want to speak on social injustice and stuff like that. Just because you got a platform, that don't mean that you woke, bro. All right, LeBron James, you already LeBron James. You don't need no Martin Luther King credit, bro. The only credit you need is just on that dang on court. And LeBron James right now is on this shut up and dribble more than just an athlete campaign, and that's the reason why he spoke up. So, and then if y'all didn't know, he put up a follow-up tweet right after that talking about what he's not going to speak on it no more. I think you might want to shut the fuck up. I think you might want to. You know what I'm saying? I think you might want to. And y'all stop putting so much emphasis, like I said, on these public figures. These public figures ain't nothing but dick riders. All right? A lot of them are dick riders. A lot of them are looking at y'all and going back saying the same shit on their radio show and on their platform that they done read from y'all small ass Twitter and small ass platform. These celebrities ain't nothing but fucking dick riders, bro. You know what I'm saying? These celebrities be dick riders, bro. So stop putting so much emphasis on their ass. So they do need to get burnt the way they need to get burnt. If you see niggas out here trying to act like they sticking up for social injustice, oh, you want to jump in that pool? All right, bro. How about we pull your card? Cause you sound stupid as fuck, LeBron. LeBron, you sound stupid as fuck. Now they over there burning up your goddamn jerseys. Now you don't know whether you should go to China or not, because there's some niggas out there that's really in the field trying to fight on behalf of oppression in the Chinese community, nigga. And you over here talking about, nigga, you basically for the government and what they doing. That's basically what you said, bro. So you might want to shut the fuck up, cause this nigga out here it's niggas out here in the field that don't appreciate that, and them Chinese niggas ain't fucking with that. I heard I said them Chinese niggas ain't fucking with that. You can't say you stand up for all social injustice, bro, and you ain't for Chinese injustice as well. But this is why I say hold your own nuts. But that nigga LeBron basically was tap dancing for Asian Master. That's basically what he was doing. He was tap dancing for Asian Master. So he was tap dancing for Asian supremacy. There's Asian supremacy out here too now. Don't get it twisted. White supremacy rules all, but there's Asian supremacy out here too. LeBron ain't want that Asian supremacy check cut. Y'all done woke my ass up. I thought I was sick. So that's what LeBron dealing with, man. If you don't know what you're talking about, bro, if you're not aware of what it is that's about to fly off your tongue, and you're uneducated, bro, it's okay to say that you just don't know. Or it's okay to say, well, I don't have all the details of that certain situation, so therefore I'm not qualified to speak on this. What's so hard about that? What's so hard about that, bruh? What's so hard about that? What's so hard about you being LeBron James saying, look, man, I don't know nothing about this subject, let me just hush my mouth? What's so hard about saying you just don't know? But instead, niggas want to jump out there like they motherfucking Malcolm X Bron Jr. So, you know, that's just what it is, man. Pick a side and stay there. Pick a side and stay there. And also too, man, you know, if y'all didn't know, I got an Unspoken Truth YouTube channel. I want y'all to go subscribe to that. Everybody go subscribe to that joker. Go subscribe and hit the notification bell and leave some comment. And last week I did a lot of talking on the Amber Geiger case. And if y'all didn't know, I touched a lot on Amber Geiger, the family that was acting like coons, that was pretty much forgiving Amber for her action. The coon judge, the coon bailiff. The judge went on a whole tour pretty much trying to plead her case on why she hugged Amber Geiger, basically saying Amber asked her for a hug twice. She said that she doesn't have a Bible, she never owned one, and she went and got her a Bible. She was just looking all kinds of crazy. And she even went as far as saying that the bailiff was not rubbing her fingers through her hair. She was trying to check for contraband. And that was some bullshit as well. So look, man, you know, with all this stuff that's going on, if y'all didn't know, a new case came out with this woman. She was killed in Fort Worth, Texas, through her window, where a race soldier, a white supremacist, a cop who wasn't supposed to be a real cop. He's not a white supremacist pretending to be a cop. He went in there, and as soon as he saw a body move across the dang on window or whatever, he killed the woman right on the spot. Her door was open. I think one of the neighbors called because her door was open or something like that, and the cop didn't even ring the doorbell. He didn't even knock. He just walked up in there and just shot that woman in the blink of an eye. Didn't even, as soon as he yelled out the command, he was shooting. And I'm gonna tell y'all, man, it's kind of exhausting for me to report that type of news on Unspoken Truth YouTube channel all the time. So that's why I've been kind of taking a break. And I also too, man, y'all used to see me on that thing every single day, and I'm still on there every single day just checking for stuff. But I don't want to be on the Unspoken Truth channel trying to force news as well, because I feel like a lot of us, especially black people, when we have platforms that can really reach out to people, those platforms, they're not meant to be taken for granted. You have to take advantage of those type of situations and really understand that what you say means everything. And every day it ain't time for me to speak on certain things. Every day it ain't time for me to talk about what's going on out here in these streets, because not everybody out here fucking up. And I report news on news. I don't just be out here talking about things because it's just for my health. I report news on news. I don't like fuck nigga news. I don't like when people out here trying to expose everybody because they said something a little wrong or whatever. I don't like people who do tea spills and stuff like that. I report news on news. Just like if a cop kills a unarmed person for no reason, there needs to be cops for cops. Like, I'm the news, reporting the news on the bullshit news. So if you don't see me on that thing every single day or a lot, that's the reason why. And it's because I'm taking my time and I want to make sure I give y'all some good ass content. So that's what it is, y'all. So yeah, man, I wish y'all could call in, man. I'm getting the phone line all situated, so y'all bear with me on that. But yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to SpokenReasonsTV.com, man. All right. I want everybody in here to subscribe to SpokenReasonsTV.com. If you are not a part of SpokenReasonsTV.com, I don't know what to tell you. I'm telling you, there's a bunch of people that come up to me and they say, "Where the skits? Where the rants? Where everything else at, man? Man, I can't believe I'm not seeing your stuff no more." You got to go to SpokenReasonsTV.com. You got to go there. All my stuff is on there. It's $7.99 a month, $19.99 every 3 months, and $79 for the entire year. Alright? You can buy a cheeseburger, you can buy alcohol, you can buy a bunch of things that's a part of your vice. Alright? But look, for a fact, if you become a supporter of SpokenReasonsTV.com, you won't miss out on nothing, because there ain't no algorithm, there ain't no middleman stopping the stuff that's coming out. Alright? The stuff that's coming out. So I got exclusive skits on there, exclusive rants on there. I got stuff on there that you probably ain't seen before. At least 2 or 3 things that you ain't never seen before. 20% off the entire store. This is what you want to be a part of. SpokenReasonsTV.com subscription service, baby. Go sign up today. And also too, I say y'all need to sign up, because before I start boosting up the prices, the people that are already signed up for $7.99 a month, they won't be affected by the new price. Alright, so again, if I boost this thing up to $12 or $15, the ones that are already paying $7.99 a month, to see my stuff and get full access to spoken reason, they won't be affected by that price. They won't be affected at all. Alright? So yeah, man, I really appreciate y'all. This your boy JB, aka Spoken. This is episode 79 of the Unspoken Truth podcast show. Y'all can check this out on SoundCloud. Y'all can check this out on iTunes as well. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all go to y'all iTunes and y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the Unspoken Truth podcast. All right, Unspoken Truth radio show. And you know, when I put it out there, it'll show a notification going to your thing, and make sure you rate it. Make sure you leave comments and all the other stuff, and let everybody know about the show. So I really appreciate y'all. I love y'all. This your boy JB, aka Spoken, and I am
Oh, you fucking with your man's girl, fucking with your girl's man.
Baby mama, baby daddy doing whole ass shit. I don't understand.
So you think we party way?
You can violate and respect the gang.
Man, I tell you, you know you're wrong.
Has it ever crossed your mind
That when you cross certain lines, you can't rewind. Tell me why you gotta hook up with the one who's night and day with a bloodline. You introduce them to your family and friends. Little do you know they playing water and shit. Chilling in the cut, can't wait to get in. Too close to home. You know you're too damn close. Too close to home. Hard to trust my own sis and bro.
Can't take that shit, no.
Too close to home. Too close to home. You know you're too damn close. Too close to home. Y'all remind me of Biz and April.
Can't take this no more.
Too close to home. Too close. Thumb in the milk ain't clean. You ain't playing the game right. Unless you wanna be the homie, fuck my ex, you get your hands on tight. Out of all the people in the world, you gotta fuck the man or girl. From the people who most likely had your bike. This game is so damn foul.
Gotta watch who you bring around.
Cause the people in your circle who lust without a sound. I'm Mario, shit a professional. No goddamn well you know that you too close to home. You know you're too damn close. Too close to home. Hard to trust my own sis and bro.
Can't take that shit, no.
Too close to home. Too close to home. You know you're too damn